I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey friends, Brian Santos here back with another episode of Quarantine with the Stars here on AfterBuzz TV. Today I am joined by a talented actress who's set to star in Hulu's upcoming Love Simon spinoff, Love Victor. This is Isabella Ferreira. Isabella, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited. First, let's just jump right in. I gotta check in with you. How are you doing? How are you feeling about COVID, the super poke test, and just how crazy the world is right now?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously so many emotions right now, with this pandemic hitting and stuff. We've basically been inside, obviously, all day, every day. It's definitely getting to my mind a little bit. I'm being a little bit crazy, but I guess like with everything that's besides COVID that's going on with the world, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like it's necessary, but it's a lot for sure.
Definitely. How are you kind of keeping busy during quarantine? What have you been doing to kind of stay sane?
I've been watching movies, watching TV shows. I've been honestly doing puzzles with my mom because she does those, and just like watching my dog and stuff like that, and spending time with my family.
That's great. Are you based in LA?
I'm actually based in Philadelphia right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are things like opening up back there? How are things over there?
Things over here, I guess nothing's opening up too quickly, but there are a few like, stores and stuff like that that are finally like opening their doors and stuff. But with the whole movement and stuff like that, and everyone's been like kind of boarding up their stores, which is like I guess like, understandable, but yeah.
For sure. So before we get into Love Victor, I really want to know more about you. So tell me your story and kind of how you got into acting.
My story. I guess I started off as a dancer actually. I started when I was 5
Oh,
years old and I did that for about 9 years, and then I realized that acting was my main passion. So I really, really wanted to get into that. So I like kind of just let my mom know one day. I was like, please help me out. Okay. So like I give all credit to her. I wouldn't be where I am today without her. And so we kind of figured out what we needed to do in order to, put me out there and get where I wanted to be. And sooner or later an agency came and then auditions, and then I got the call for Orange is the New Black. That's on
hmm,
Netflix for season 7 to be Eva Diaz, which was really, really fun. And that was kind of like my first big thing. And then shortly after that, I got Love Victor. So it's like everything's been pretty easy for me, which I'm so blessed and grateful for, honestly.
amazing. How much did you love Orange is the New Black? I'm sure that was great.
Oh my god, I loved it. I think that's, like, probably, like, the best first experience in, like, the acting world that I can get. It's definitely an intense show for sure, and my character was
Hmm.
extremely, like, sassy and rebellious, but I think it was so much fun to play her, and it's fun that I get to, like, kind of be that same character again with, like, Pilar because she's also very feisty in her own way, but it was very amazing experience overall.
I love that. Well, that's a perfect way for us to talk about Love Victor. I'm so thrilled about it. I can't wait. I actually just recently watched Love Simon and I'm obsessed with it. So I can't wait for Love Victor. I know you can't give too much away, but what was your favorite part about the project?
My favorite part, I guess, like, being able to portray a Latinx family and, like, the struggles that a lot of Latinx families have to deal with in America, and so I think that's, like, really amazing because growing up, I didn't really see that on TV, and I couldn't really, like, relate to a lot of TV shows, so I think being able to be a part of something so special like that is really amazing.
I love that. And I 100% agree. I love that there's more Latinx representation in Hollywood. But what do you think would be our next steps? I feel like there's still so much more work to be done.
Oh my god, so much more. I honestly I don't know, I wouldn't even know where to start. I guess, like, just, now there's a series, movies, just, like, throw everything out there, like, I feel like, it started off with music, a lot of, like, pop culture music has been, like, really interfering with, like, Spanish music and stuff like that, which is really amazing and fun. So, yeah.
I love that. What did you love most about Pilar?
Pilar, well, she's very feisty, I think it's always fun to play a character that's not really like how you are in real life. So in order like to be like sassy and stuff like that on set, it's always an amazing experience. And so I think my favorite part about her is that she says what she says. She's bold. She doesn't care. So I think that's really fun.
That's amazing. So you mentioned that she's a little bit feisty and you're not so much. So do you relate to her in any other ways?
I think before I used to say that we couldn't relate at all because I was really just looking at her from the outside. She obviously has a very different style for me, and like I said, she's definitely a tough cookie. But when I think about like how I was when I was 14 and kind of what I was going through, I think we really do relate in the way that feeling like we're not really understood and feeling like we're kind of alone, and like although it was different situations, I kind of felt the same things that she's been feeling.
That's great. I know Anna Ortiz plays your TV mom, which is amazing. I love her so much. She seems like so much fun to work with. Do you have any fun set stories from working with her or any of the other cast?
Oh my gosh, so many. I think just like the main thing, she's obviously an amazing actress. So I learned so much from her. And she really is like a mom to me in real life. Like she tells me, she gives me advice. Like she doesn't even care. She's so like open and kind and warm and loving. So I love it. It's amazing.
That's amazing. What do you want fans to take away from Love Victor when they watch it?
I guess that, everyone's story is different and everyone's story is unique, and also that you shouldn't feel alone. So that's definitely what I want them to take with them.
I love that. That's perfect. Let's jump over and talk about your singing because I saw on your IG that you sing a lot. You had this beautiful piano cover. Have you always loved to sing?
I have. I mean, I think I've always been just interested in the arts. My parents were really, really big singers. My dad actually sang for Mark Anthony a lot, like as a backup singer and stuff like that. So I think that's really fun. It's always just been in my blood, and it's always been something that I loved. And with like dancing, music was really incorporated in that, obviously. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully there's like a singing career in my future.
I love that. I was actually just about to ask that. Do you see yourself singing more? Do you want to release an album or music down the road?
I think right now I'm really, really interested in my acting career, and I really want to just stay tuned into that for right now. But I think later in the future, I definitely want to get into like writing music and stuff and producing my own music, hopefully.
I love that. Well, for your acting, do you have any kind of like, I guess, like dream role or anything that you want to kind of do next?
Dream roles. I don't know. I think there's so many, but I've always wanted to play a supernatural character because like I
Oh,
grew up watching like the Vampire Diaries and stuff like that. I think
same.
that'd
That's
be
my
so
gay.
I think it'd be so much fun to like be a vampire or a witch or something like that.
I love that. I can definitely see you on the CW or, in that kind of realm of the supernatural. So we're looking out for that. Besides that, Isabella, is there anything else you're working on after Love Victor comes out? Do you have any projects lined up right now?
Right now, I'm actually in the process of working on a new Netflix show called Social Distance. It's just a little guest star role, but I think it's gonna be really fun. I can't really say much about it, but yeah, I have a few other things under the works, but right now, just gotta stay quiet.
I love that so much. Before we head out of here, Isabella, is there anything else you want to shout out to your fans, to everybody out there about what's happening?
I guess just like what I say all the time, if you really love something and you really have a passion for it, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You have to do you, and who are they to tell you anything?
That is the perfect way for us to end. Isabella, where can your fans find you on social media? I'm sure they're already following you, though.
I have an Instagram called the Isabella Ferreira, and then a Twitter account called the Isabella Rose.
Amazing. Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok. Actually, I don't post much. I really just watch, but it's the Isabella Ferreira as well.
I love it. I honestly, I try to post as much as I can too, but I just love watching. I could be there
Yeah,
for
I
hours, literally
know.
just like,
Fun.
it's so funny. I love it so much. Isabella, again, thank you so much for being here. It was so, so fun. I absolutely cannot wait to see you on Love Victor. It's going to be amazing. Um, Everybody, make sure you catch Love Victor on Hulu coming out very, very soon. You can find Isabella on her social media platforms, and you can find me, Brian Santos, at the Brian Santos on all social platforms. This has been Quarantine with the Stars with Isabella Ferreira, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.